Welcome, everybody, back to the Tiz Talk podcast. It is Saturday. Excuse me, Tiz fam. It's been a long day. It is Saturday. Yeah, I was gonna say Saturday. Saturday. How the fuck you say that? I don't know. It is Saturday, January 23rd, and God, I know it's been a long time since we dropped a pod, but I got a returning guest with me tonight, and I also have my typical co-host, Two Oak to Go Broke, who will probably be joining us a little bit later. But the guy who's with me right now, you might not recognize his name, but it is the same person. And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, same person?
The same person is the one and only Slim Reaper.
Can we just call you Slim Shady?
No, because I don't like Eminem.
Oh man, what is wrong with you? Eminem's the jizzam.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you got homies like Devonta Smith being the Slim Reaper winning the Heisman Trophy, and
we're talking about rap, okay, and lyrics, and you're talking about sports. How is that correlated?
Well, because these other guys are legit. Eminem's a dipshit.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to agree to fucking disagree.
Well, that's the sport of fucking podcast. Agreeing to disagree.
That's the sport of just everything between me and your fucking self. Just joking. Just joking. Sorry, just fam again. Tangents.
Oh God.
So, anyways, we're really stoked to be doing this show tonight. It's just been so long, and really honored to have my my special guest on the show tonight. Is it the Slim Reaper? Yeah, I keep wanting to call it Slim Shady or the Grim Reaper.
I told you I'm gonna get the Slim Reaper tatted on my back. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh God, please do not do that. Unless you really want to.
No. If I'm gonna be all into this running shit,
okay, well then I'm gonna get Chuck Tiz just tattooed all over my back from top to bottom.
Dog, that's what we should do tomorrow, anyways. After the games, let's just go do it.
I'm gonna have to say fuck no.
Well, I guess the Tiz doesn't live on the edge like he used to.
Well, I still live on the edge in a different extent. I would never even back then put a fucking tattoo all over my back that says Chuck Tiz.
Yeah, well, that's why you wear shirts, so people don't see shit like this.
Yeah, but when I take the shirt off, it's like, what? Nah. I got enough tattoos as it is. I'm gonna get some more, but not like that.
No. I gotta have my call sign ingrained.
Well, if that's how you feel, ain't nobody gonna stop you, son.
No, nobody's gonna stop me, or I'll steamroll them.
Oh God! You need to put a roof over your head.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I need to do, and there's a lot.
That had nothing to do with him not having a roof over his head. It's just it's a metaphor. It's like I'm gonna put a roof over your head. You need to shut the fuck up.
That's called putting a muzzle on me. I think that's the right word.
Oh, because you're a dog. Roof, Red Rover.
Yeah, that's right. I took that 23andMe, DNA shit and said I'm like 0.01% dog. So you can't take the dog out of the Slim Reaper.
Well, they consider me a saber-toothed tiger. So what you gonna do about that?
You're a saber-toothed dickhead.
Okay, all right, Tiz fam. We've just started off by talking shit. I love it. Hey, but I love it, and it's been so long, and we have some topics to cover because obviously, since the last time we dropped an episode, so much shit has gone down from the elections, the storm on the Capitol, the Trump getting banned from basically everything.
Yeah.
We have we have a whole new administration in office. Not only that, the stock market is at the all-time highs. Which for now we're gonna get into that. And then you got a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world today, which it's always like that. But I think this past, I want to say it really goes back to 2016. I mean, there is no such thing as a Democrat and a Republican anymore. It's Crips and Bloods, son.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, it's so not diversified, but like we're so just disconnected from one another. It's not even about the political parties anymore. I mean, it is gang war out there.
Yeah, there's no bipartisan shit. It's just partisan shit.
Yeah, okay, that's why I'm glad you're on the show. So I want to kick it off real quick. I saw some really interesting articles, and there's so many out there. I can't obviously go over every fucking single one of them, but let's just give a quick moment of silence to Larry King, veteran talk show host, died at 87 this morning.
Well, yeah, of COVID complications too. I didn't know that.
Did he have COVID complications?
Well, so I read Fox News and I read CNN, and they said the same thing. So it must be true.
Well, I'm reading it right now. Yeah. Wow. COVID. That's fucking crazy. Rest in peace, Larry King. He's been doing the same show for 40, 50 years now?
Yeah, life's a beach, then you die.
Well, that's the motto for coronavirus.
Yeah.
Life is a beach, ... and then you die. That's so fucked up. Sorry, family. Didn't mean to say that. So yeah, that happened, and it's unfortunate, but I listen, Slim Shady, Slim Reaper, whatever the fuck your name is.
Slim Reaper. I ran my first sub 6 minute mile, so I am the.
Oh yeah, Reaper. Why don't you tell them about what you did last week with the marathon thing? It's very impressive.
Well, no, I mean, I guess it wasn't really last week. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Or whatever.
No, I mean, so I ran my first. So when COVID started, so actually, I think I got to give a prelude to the actual story. So when COVID started, or when you could say the new world began, so what was that, March?
Well, for the U.S., it was basically beginning of March.
Yeah, so I figured, so I actually have really bad asthma, like deathly bad. I've almost died from a handful of asthma attacks before. So, when all this bullshit started, I always kind of live by the saying, you fight fire with fire. So it's like, okay, well, if this thing is going to really fuck with people that have asthma and I'm considered high risk, so what am I going to do? I'm just going to start running, and, you turn your respiratory system into your biggest strength. And then ultimately that kind of morphed over time. And then it's like, okay, well, fuck the bullshit. I'm going to run the Houston Marathon.
Yeah.
And so actually, what the fuck is today? So
it's Saturday, January 23rd.
Yeah. So 2 Saturdays ago, I actually ran my first marathon, and it was a virtual marathon, which, means you could literally, if you don't want to go outside your apartment, you can run 26 trillion sprints inside your apartment until you hit a marathon. Or you can run 26.2 miles to the right, to the left, north, south, east, west, whatever.
Or in place.
Well,
or did you say that? I don't know.
No, I I don't know how they could track that if you were to literally jog in place, unless if you were to jump rope for like 6 hours straight, which would
They
be
can't tell that you're. Well, I get it, but I don't know. It's not that important.
no. And so it's like, the weirdest thing is like it's not for my first marathon, and my sisters and I, we were laughing. It's like, only a Warmington would pick the fucking hardest marathon ever. It's like, well, what do you mean? And
Well, that's how all marathons are the same amount.
oh well, all marathons are the same amount, but with the normal Houston Marathon, you have all the police barricades, people are cheering you on
Oh
or
yeah, don't
whatever.
remind me about that. I've gotten fucking stuck in traffic, having to circle the whole city to get to where I was going those days.
Yeah, and so I woke up, well, a little earlier than I wanted to. I like woke up at like 3:45 a couple of Saturdays ago, and I just got going on that road work, and the biggest everybody talks about, like, hitting a mental wall when you're running a marathon, and I can see how people do it, but the biggest mind fuck of the whole thing was for me. Everybody else that's run marathons in the past, they have a course lined out. I'm sitting there having to go from hopping on the streets to the sidewalks, trying to avoid getting hit by cars. And then on top of that, the last thing I want to do is hit a crack on the sidewalk, and I'm going to break my fucking ankle. And, it's not like there's, first aid stations or whatever. It's just literally me on my own journey. So it was, I would say I had to focus
More
than any other run I've ever been on, because there was so much, I don't want to say inherent danger, but I would call it minimal but constant threat of minimal damage, I guess.
I'd call it inherent danger because Houston has the worst roads. They have like potholes and traffic, and one small crack, and you hit it, and you're down for the count.
Yeah, no. And so it's like, going from street to sidewalk, sidewalk to street, trying to make sure I don't turn my ankle, because just for the Tiz Talk fam to know, I've sprained my ankles in total over 26 times. So I don't have good ankles.
Wait, I don't know if you ever told me that.
Bro, that's from my basketball days.
Oh my god, that's insane.
I've fucked my body up more times than I care to count.
Well, you don't think I have?
Bro, we've done it kind of in different spectrums.
Yeah, 100%.
But no. So I gotta cut. I gotta cut.
No, cut me off. I was cutting you off. You cut me off. It's okay.
So there's all of that. Let's just call it constant. I would call it micro mind fucks. But then the two biggest mind fucks for me is I actually got stopped by 2 trains when I was running. So it's like, you're in a rhythm or whatever, and you have to stop for a motherfucking train. And
so do you just stand still and run?
Well, I mean, I tried to.
I mean, it's a marathon. It's not a race, so.
No, it's not a race, but the alpha dog in me, it's like, I want to get after it, but it's like I've never run a marathon before. It's like, okay, I want to make sure my shit's loose. So, it's like stretching my
wait, like diarrhea shit loose. What the fuck?
No, I'm talking about like my hamstrings and
obviously that was a joke.
Yeah. But no, so that was kind of the biggest thing where I was like, oh fuck me. Like, this is gonna be kind of interesting.
As it should have been. I was really shocked that you pulled it off. And I gotta say, the Slim Reaper has the gnarliest beard going right now.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, and I'll let Funk Master Tiz direct the flow of traffic, but it's a good segue into the other beard Houston just traded away.
Wait, you want to get into that now?
Well, no, I mean you kind of teed it up.
All right, okay. Well,
You know,
uh,
I figured, Houston traded away some fat
hold on,
pizza loving dipshit.
hold on. Let me start, and then I'll let you give your piece because you know more about it. But I'll at least spill the beans.
Yeah.
Oh, so Tiz fam, well, Slim fucking Reaper and Tiz are from Houston, Texas. We reside here. And I have been a Houston Rockets fan since, forever, right? And, we had Steve Francis, we had Hakeem, we had Yao, we had Tracy McGrady. I mean, we had solid teams, and then we got the beard, right? We got James Harden, and then we had a great team, and we did good with him, right? For a while he is a ball hog, I'll give him that, but he's a good player. Now it's his fam. With all the changes that have happened with the Rockets, and how disappointed Mr. Beard Harden was, he basically said, fuck it, I'm out of here. I want a championship. And he went to the New York Nets, and I'm going to let Slim Shady, aka Slim Reaper, take the rest from here because he is very, very adamant about this situation.
Well, first off, James Harden's a fat pizza loving douchebag. Somebody was saying, "Oh, the guy."
Oh, wait a minute! I like pizza.
I do too, but the difference is you and I don't look like we love pizza. James Harden shows up to warm-ups and it looks like he eats 10 pizzas.
Well, I might eat 10 pizzas, but I don't look like it.
Again, that's what I'm saying. You and I love pizzas, but it doesn't show it. James Harden eats 15 pizzas for a pregame meal, and he looks like the fucking Pillsbury throw boy.
Yeah, he has gained weight, hasn't he? Or is that just his hair?
No, he's. I don't know what it's weird. It's like they'll show pictures of him in like pregame.
He looks like a bum.
He does look like a fat motherfucker. Like, pardon my language, Tiz fan, but I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. This is Tiz Talk podcast. We state facts. We can say whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, well, no, I'm gonna throw shade wherever I fucking feel like. That guy's a fat motherfucker.
Well, then let it be known, fam.
Yeah.
Let it be known.
Yeah, fucking Chipotle eating fat fuck pizza.
Well, Chipotle's kind of healthy. I wouldn't use that as a reference.
Yeah, well, they got that pack full of MSG and salmonella in their queso.
Oh my god! Like you don't eat anything worse.
I don't. I just drink worse.
Bullshit! I've seen you eat some gnarly stuff.
Yeah, well, that might have been after 12 cocktails.
Well, Wolf of Wall Street lunch type.
Oh, well, that's healthy. It's empty calories.
Yeah, we just drink martinis until we drink martinis and have another one come every 7 minutes until one of us passes the fuck out.
You know what? Honestly, not to go off topic, that's what maybe we should do for tomorrow for the conference championships.
I'm trying not to spend that kind of money. I'm in for it, but I really those are very expensive lunches. And I'm trying to put money into, the stock market, which we will talk about later.
Yeah. No,
don't get me wrong. I have plenty of money to play in the stock market, but I'd rather put more in than just, fucking pass the fuck out at a lunch table. Yeah.
I mean, for one, the beauty of our business is all you got to do is make one deal and you get it back.
Well, I mean, yeah, and for what we do, and we won't elaborate, but yeah, sure. Yes, you're right. But still, anyways. So
Yeah,
fuck so fuck James Harden.
yeah.
Okay.
Fuck James Harden. We don't like James Harden. We got the King's ransom for him, and that's going to translate into fuck Deshaun Watson. Trade that motherfucker.
No fucking Deshaun Watson. He is such a great player. He deserves to be on a better team. And so does JJ Watt. Fuck the Texans.
No, fuck JJ Watt. That guy, he's got worse arthritis than my dead grandfather. And Poppy, I love you, dog, but JJ's got worse fucking joints than you do.
Well, wait a minute. He has been working his ass off since he's been on the team, since almost the get-go, and he deserves better.
Well, so
And so does Deshaun. Shit.
I'm gonna take a controversial stance.
You can take whatever stance you want. I'm gonna stick.
I think no, that's fair. That's fair. I think the player empowerment movement in the NFL is a disaster.
It's the NFL, but it's very, very more pointed towards the Texans, back office.
No, and I agree 10,000. Cal McNair, and I would actually say what my name is, and I'd love for the McNair family to know it because I think that family's fucking crazy, and I think they're horrible people. And
Bob McNair was, I mean, a lot of people praise him, but honestly, he was a piece of shit.
No, he was a piece of shit, and his son's a fat fuck piece of shit. No, I mean, they say stuff about Bob McNair came out and said like the whole thing about, oh, we don't want the slaves running the impound or whatever. And Cal McNair.
So he was a racist?
Oh fuck yeah.
Bob or Cal?
Bob.
Or both.
Well, I would assume it's
Victor like father, like son.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but when it comes to me, I'm not like my father by any means.
Yeah. Hey, so here, this is weird. So I'm gonna go off on a random note real quick. You know how everybody always talks about Gatorade and all that shit for the NBA or professional sports. I'm watching the Rockets game right now, and it's BIO sports drink. I've never seen that before. I find that really weird.
Wait.
I'm not trying to
bio. Wait, the white. It's got a white label.
Yeah, it's BIO.
Yeah. They've been around for a minute.
Oh, I honestly, dude, it's
Now maybe they just got incorporated in the NBA, but they've been around for a long time.
Oh well, maybe they got a big contract or whatever. Because
it's the only reason it makes sense.
Yeah, because I have, no disrespect. It's like I've been around the athletic game a lot longer than you, and I've never heard of it.
You've been around the athletic game longer than me. No shit, I barely follow it. I'm a surfer, dude.
Yeah. Well, they got BioFreeze and fucking bio dipshit.
Well, bio dipshit, whatever the fuck they can. I got 2 words for them, and you know what those 2 words are?
Suck it.
Suck it. Guess what, we're a bunch of degenerates. It's okay.
Yeah. All right, maybe that could be the tattoo. You get the Degeneration X.
Yeah, maybe. But we're degenerates and damn proud of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nah, I mean, we're good guys, but don't fuck with us.
No, you can't take the degenerate out of the Degeneration X.
It's funny how I revived that from 20 years in the past.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened?
That shit got me in trouble. Not just in middle school, but in my career days.
Oh, well, you saw. Remember, I sent you that picture of my office. I had DX written on the whiteboard in my office. So anybody that walks past, they know they're entering into the zone.
Well, they better understand. If not, they're gonna get some of that sweet chin music.
Yeah.
Well, to close that section out, fuck James Harden.
Yeah, fuck James Harden.
We'll see what the Rockets do. What are they doing right now?
It's 68-55. Puka Doncic is shooting free throws.
Who's up? Who's up?
Actually, we're winning, but that's only for now. I'm sure we'll lose.
Yeah, one bit of
maybe Deshaun Watson should go play for the Rockets.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's like a Michael Jordan kind of play thing, you know.
Well, I mean, the motherfucker's 6'6", 240, like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, we touched on that, but let's dip a little bit more into sports one more time, real quick.
Sure.
The Astros.
I'm heartbroken by George Springer going to the Blue Jays, but motherfucker gave us a ring. Unlike anybody from the fucking Rockets or the Texans, I'll tip my cap to George Springer.
Of course. I mean, he took a good deal. He was a great player for us. He did nothing wrong. And I agree with that.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal. So all the Astros cheated, and guess what? Everybody in professional sports cheated. We got busted. Who cares? Springer
it opened Pandora's box on all the other MLB teams that were actually cheating.
No, I know, but they all focus on Houston because nobody likes Houston.
Well, because we were the first ones, and we won the World Series.
Yeah, but no, Springer got us a ring. I mean, I remember. Well, we went to the fucking.
We didn't go to the World Series. We lost to the Nationals, whatever that is.
Fucking DC douchebags.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, speaking of DC douchebags, I don't know. Look, Tiz fam. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I am very neutral. I could give two shits who the president is. Trump, Biden, Kamala fucking Harris, if Biden dies, whatever. And I want to reiterate, which I've said before, it doesn't matter who the president is. They're all pulled by fucking puppet strings. Where do you think their decisions are made? It's from the big corporations behind them that pull their puppet strings. And all the ignorant Americans think like, oh, Biden's going to be president. It's over. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, idiot. It's been like this. It doesn't matter who. It's just it's the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain.
Yeah, no, there's, for once, which is the weird thing, for the people that are listening and that like Trump and the people that are listening and that don't like Trump, Trump actually ran the show. He actually called the shots.
Trump did run the show, but man, did he fuck up at the end.
And see, that's the thing. I will admit, I voted for Trump in 2016. I voted for Trump in 2020.
You want to know who I voted for in 2016, 2020? Chuck Tiz. There's a blank spot. I always vote for myself.
I thought about voting for Nick Saban because Nick Saban actually does shit right.
Nah, I only vote for Chuck Tiz every time.
Well,
but I think I'd be a good president.
Yeah, he would. I mean,
What?
Yeah, no, I'm having to censor some of my thoughts.
Go ahead. If I have to edit it, I will, but spit it out.
No, I would say we'd be the drunkest state on earth.
That could be a possibility, but I'd still get shit done better than any other.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think we need that. No, I don't know.
Okay, all right, moving on to the next topic.
Yeah, on to the next.
On to the next. So I was coming across another article, and this has to do with the Keystone Pipeline. Justin Trudeau conveys Keystone Pipeline disappointment to Biden. Okay, Trudeau, Trudette. No, Trudette. I'm going to read a quick thing of this and I have something to say.
Sure.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau expressed disappointment at Joe Biden's decision to cancel the Keystone XL oil pipeline during the news U.S. president's first call to a foreign leader. 2 days into the job, President Biden spent 30 minutes on the phone with Mr. Trudeau. It's Trudeau on Friday evening. The PM's office, the Prime Minister's office, sorry, TISFAM, said they found shared values on issues like climate change, global leadership, and diversity. The U.S. and Canada enjoy one of the world's largest trade relationships, nearly $2 billion in U.S. and $2.5 billion in Canadian in goods and services are exchanged between the U.S. and Canada every day. Now, they're going to talk about what they discussed and this, that, and the other. Now, let me just say, I think, was it 8,000 people that lost their jobs because of this?
Well, so remember we talked about this the other night, so I don't know if you wanted me to go into my whole spiel right now.
Well, you don't have to go into the whole spiel, but I think 8,000 employees lost their jobs.
Well, so remember, we talked about this. Trump approved the
Do I remember? Because I don't know.
Yeah, probably not. So Trump approved the Keystone Pipeline, I think it was in 2017. So why the hell, if Trump, let's just call it a bullet to the right level president. And when I say bullet to the right, it's, that level of intensity in towards the economy. If Trump approves a pipeline 3 years before an election year, and why the hell hasn't it gotten built?
So, well, no, it was being built.
They stopped doing it.
Right, it was being built and it was stopped.
And you know why it was stopped? The tar sands are not profitable right now.
Right now they're not.
Of course they're not. So who the fuck? Yeah, TransCanada, TC Energy. Yeah, they're getting butt fucked into oblivion. But who the fuck is going to want to invest $20 billion into a pipeline that's not profitable? Unless that pipeline is funneling fucking Jack Daniels, nothing will be profitable about it. So I actually economically understand why they said, yeah, we're going to prove it, but does it make sense to continue with it right now?
My opinion is, and after everything I read about it is look, if it's not profitable, put it on hold. Don't cancel it.
That's what Trump did. He put it on hold. Biden's a dipshit. He canceled it. You don't cancel something that you put on hold.
Let's see how long that lasts. They might reinstate it. Down the line.
God.
Down the line.
Well, when Biden dips out in 2 years and Kamala Harris gets over,
then it's game over. Why do you? Well, that is a possibility, but I don't think it's as big of a possibility as you're saying it is.
You never know.
Let's just put it this way. Like I said, I'm very neutral. If Kamala Harris fucking takes over as president, Tiz is moving to Central America and getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I mean, they might as well put that fucking old crow Bernie Sanders in office because
I think he would have been better than Biden.
Well, he'd be no, he wouldn't be better than Biden because executives would just laugh at him and be like, "Fuck off,
I
asshole."
don't care what they laugh at him about, but I just, I don't know. Oh, speaking of Justin Trudeau, did you know that Justin Trudeau is the love child of Fidel Castro?
No, I didn't. That's funny though because I think Justin Trudeau's a piece of shit.
No, I mean he is, but he is the love child of Fidel Castro.
Oh well, I have nothing. I have nothing nice to say about Justin Trudeau because
I
every
don't,
time
I don't either. But I'm just
well,
letting
because
you know.
because his whole thing, and I saw some stupid ass video of him. It's like, where it's like the old thing. It's like, oh, mankind has to do this. It's like he's like, no, it's not mankind anymore. It's people kind. It's like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
Oh,
I'm
wait.
actually
Hey, Too Woke, are you here?
Yeah, I was just listening.
Oh shit! What up, son?
What up?
I like looked over and I was like, oh, Too Woke's on.
Yeah.
Too Woke. I don't know if you've ever met my boy Slim Reaper, aka I'll give you his name later, but he I used to work with him and he's a good friend of mine and we were just talking about a bunch of stuff and he's very aggressive, so get used to it.
All right.
But we were just talking about Trudeau and the love child of what's his name, Castro, and I know you're the one who plugged me in on that.
Yeah.
You want to explain to Slim Reaper what that's about?
I can't even remember all the ins and outs, but basically his mom hung out with Fidel Castro a lot, his mom and dad, and she'd hang out with him even when his pops wasn't around, and the dude, well, his so-called pops, but actually probably Fidel Castro is Justin Trudeau's dad.
I mean, they look, if you look at pictures, they look.
Oh yeah, bro, they look a lot alike, and I mean, like I said, there's history with their family, so it's not like it's just like some crazy off the wall shit. Like there's definitely a chance that his mother fucked him at some point,
Yeah, I mean it's Trudeau. It's Trudeau.
Yeah, I mean, come on, like Castro don't just be hanging with some broad, you know what I mean? Like
Castro's looking to get it in. That's what I would say.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a very good chance. Like, look up pictures and they'll compare them. You'll see.
Yeah, you really do. And also, why don't you look up Jeff Bezos' dick size at the same time?
Yeah, Big Dick Brazos, aka non-existent bitch.
Big Dick Bezos, baby. Now we got to start calling it like someone with Elon. I don't know.
You just call it the Musketeer.
The Musk Tusk, man. He be banging Amber Heard. He gets around too. He's got 9 kids, man. People don't even talk about that.
Well, that motherfucker.
I kind of like the Musketeer thing. Like we got to do something with that.
Yeah, no,
the Musk Tusk.
The Musketeer.
The Musk Tusk. He's musky and he's got a nose like an elephant tusk.
Yeah, well, Tiz, you got your Musk Tusk, and I got Black Betty in my fucking bedroom.
Yeah, he's got seven. He's got 7 kids.
Mean?
He's got 7 kids, man. The guy.
One of them died.
So he's got 6 kids.
One of Elon Musk's kids did pass away.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But he's got his kids have really cool names, actually.
Yeah, like fucking R2D2.
I forgot.
Griffin. You got Griffin.
Fucking chicken sandwich. Or
no.
You got Griffin, which is my nephew's name. You got Javier, Kai, Saxon.
Kai was the one I liked the most.
And Damien. That's some gang. Damien's fucking.
And Damien's pretty gangster.
Kai is kind of trill. I like that.
That's another one of my nephew's names, Griffin and Kai.
Kai.
I like trill. Damien. That's dope, but it comes with a lot of baggage.
So we were I know you just hopped in. We were just talking about the Harden, that whole thing. We were talking about we were talking about a bunch of just stuff, but What do you think about
it's
this
a
whole
big-
At first I was like, man, fuck James Harden. But you know what? I mean, at the end of the day,
He got a triple double.
well, I mean, he can put that up all day long, man. He could have
Yeah,
done,
but he was having trouble doing it with the Rockets
he
lately.
just didn't give a shit.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a fat pizza loving fuck. That's what he is.
He's been saying this the whole time.
At first I was like, fuck James Harden, but at the end of the day,
He
who
wants a
gives a shit?
ring. He wants a ring. He
Well, I
deserves it.
mean, I feel like we made the wrong move last year. Westbrook was not the answer. I knew that from the get go. You've got all these players that spread the floor, and then you're going to put Westbrook in there who doesn't spread the floor, who can't shoot very well at all. It was just a stupid move.
I'm gonna slightly disagree with you, and the only reason why I'm slightly disagreeing with you, so I come from a hoop family, and I think the whole concept of them doing that, it's like, okay, Harden, the one thing I respect about Harden is Harden's a hooper, and he just loves the ball, whether he weighs 400 pounds or if he's actually in shape. Westbrook's a baller as well, and so I think the Rockets doubled down on Westbrook and Harden finding that, let's just call it that basketball inherent chemistry with each other.
I hear you, but Westbrook's never found that chemistry with anybody. So.
No, yeah, you're right. Westbrook, the best thing, the one thing Russell Westbrook is the best at is he shoots every team out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and look, I'm not I don't follow NBA that much. I know both of you guys do for sure. But hey, 1 second, I have to just give a shout out to Anchor. So just y'all sit still for 2 seconds. Real quick, Tiz fam, we're gonna give a shout out to our sponsor over at Anchor. Thank you, Anchor, for everything you do to us. This podcast would not be possible without you, and we appreciate everything you do. Back to the show. So, we talked about Harden. We talked about rest in peace, Larry King. Did you hear about that too, Oak?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Okay.
I was never a big King fan, but
I wasn't either. But pay the respects, or
yeah. I mean, I'll give King this though. I'm pretty sure if I remember right, his wife's pretty hot, and he was banging until the end. So you got to give him that.
How many wives? How many wives did he have? That's what I want to know, because I know Larry King looked like a. No, I was about to throw a name out there that I would regret, but Larry King.
Wait, what?
No, I mean he's an 80-year-old goon, and he's probably has 30 hot girlfriends.
Because I think he had a kid not that long ago, a few years ago, bro. That dude got knocked up some chicks.
What is he Was he 90?
Yeah, he had a kid at 70 something, bro. So
props. Oh my god, could you imagine being that, the son of him at that age?
Probably not too quick or athletic, but he might be smart. I don't know, but.
Well, he probably froze his juice when he was probably in his 40s.
No, I think King Larry wouldn't do that, man. Larry, he was just natural insemination, man, until the end.
No, he kept it trill till he kicked the bucket. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's been around forever, but I want to bring up something real quick. I just saw an article.
Well, hold on, real quick.
Okay.
One thing that was annoying is we didn't really get to see John Wall play with Harden, you know what I mean? And that's the most annoying thing is because when did John Wall join the Rockets? I actually haven't watched this year. I mean, the playoffs just
Wall joined last year. He was on the team.
No, he wasn't. You're actually wrong.
Wait, I thought he was the one who got kicked out of the bubble.
No, Daniel House got kicked out of the bubble.
Oh, House, Wall, whatever.
Yeah, Daniel House, a fucking Aggie dipshit.
But Wall was on the team before they kicked Harden, right? Before they got rid of Harden.
Yeah, and so
we hadn't seen Wall play.
Well, so actually, the funny thing is, I watched it at first because we actually, if you take all of the, let's just call it the stereotypical NBA, bullshit douchebag egotistical personalities out of the mix, we actually had a really good looking team on paper. It's like, oh, okay, we got John Wall, we got DeMarcus Cousins, we got James Harden. Christian Wood's going to be legit. But, Harden, of course.
What about Oladipo?
Oladipo came from the Harden trade.
No, I know, but like, what are your thoughts on him?
But
Taylor, let me get
Sorry,
through the Harden.
I'm skipping ahead.
Yeah, you're skipping ahead. So they didn't mesh well, and even John Wall came out, and I think it was like 2 days before the Harden trade, and John Wall came out and said, it's like, listen, you got a guy on the team that wants to jump ship after 9 games. It's like, we get paid to do this. There's 82 games in the season, and you want to fucking dip out after 9 games? Like, come on, man. You really want to quit? So John Wall actually called his ass out.
Yeah, and see, I think John Wall, I think if we had John Wall last year, it'd have been, we would have been, better than with Westbrook. I mean, John Wall can spread the floor, you know what I mean? And I don't know. It was annoying. But I think really hard. I think Harden really just doesn't like Tillman Fertitta. I think that's a big part of it that people aren't talking about.
100%.
Well, they talked about the whole Trump donation shit or whatever.
Oh, I don't think he cares about the Trump shit. I don't think he cares about it. I just think he just doesn't like the motherfucker.
Yeah, because that makes sense because a lot of people don't like fucking Tillman.
But what I'm saying is, so this was the biggest thing I heard, and this actually came from Shaquille O'Neal. He was like, okay, so if you want to look at James Harden, and he didn't obviously say this on TNT, but he implied it's like, yeah, this is how big of a bitch he is. James Harden, we send you to Houston. We give you Dwight Howard. You can't win a championship. We give you Chris Paul. You can't win a championship.
Well,
we give you Russell Westbrook.
It goes to the coaching. It goes to the fucking.
No, but those players aren't.
Taylor, the way the NBA works, it don't matter about that. Nobody cares about the team. It's like we give you pieces, and if you fucking choke in the playoffs, no, motherfucker, this is on you. You suck. You're not a winner.
What if the other ones choked in the playoffs?
Well, they didn't, Taylor. They didn't. I paid tens of thousands of dollars to actually go watch those playoff games, and you know
Harden's a ball hog.
But here's the problem with Harden. I'll tell you, he's not that killer because the last 4 minutes of the game he disappears. That's always been what he does. He's ball hogging the whole game, and all of a sudden he wants to fucking give nothing but assists for the last 4 minutes because he's not the type of dude that wants to take the last shot. Tillman Fertitta really fucked up though because you should have gotten more for Harden than we got. I don't give a fuck about first round draft picks. That don't mean shit. I just think that he should have gotten more for James Harden, and he kind of looks like a bitch in my opinion for what he got. That's my.
That old song, just a bitch in my book.
Yeah.
Brother, man, I'm actually gonna disagree with you, and I'm on your team. I think we gotta win.
I mean, here's the only reason I would say that maybe you're right is because the Rockets have been good at developing players, but our problem has been keeping all the good players that we find. So if we just develop a bunch of good players and then get rid of them within 2 to 3 years, then all we did was feed the rest of the NBA great players, which is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, which means, and it means we basically have to start from scratch again.
Well, but
we didn't win. We were looking to get deep into the playoffs. Now that is not going to happen, and it probably won't happen next year. And
it's going to take like 3, 4, 5 years for us to.
We lost. We should have gotten Kyrie.
I'm not going to lie. I would rather sell my soul to the devil and keep John Wall and take $100 million instead.
Well,
look, the both of you guys know a lot more about this than I do. I just enjoy watching basketball. So you guys,
I'll tell you this much. Fuck the Houston. I'll never be a Houston Texans fan. Fuck the Houston Texans.
Fuck Deshaun Watson.
God.
Fuck it.
No, don't fuck Deshaun Watson.
No.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Just stop. Tiz Talk's talking. Tiz Talk is talking. No, there is no fuck Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson. There is no fuck Deshaun Watson.
But it's coming from the Slim
He
Reaper.
has zero protection.
Bro, even JJ Watt is talking shit about the Texans. Like, bro, fuck the Texans.
Yeah, the Texans are garbage. I don't even fucking pay attention. Fucking Slim Shady, Slim fucking Reaper, whatever you want to call yourself. Like what I'm getting at is like, bro,
just call what it is. Hey, Tony, I'm Jack. That's my name.
I'll tell you what.
Jack the Attack. What I'm getting at is Deshaun Watson didn't do anything wrong. He just has no protection, just like every other quarterback.
The Texans are the new Lions of the NFL, or the Browns, whatever you want to. Now that the Browns are good,
we're the Browns.
Now that the Browns are good, we're the new Browns, and it's gonna be that way for a long time because this family that owns the Texans suck. Their dad sucked.
Horrible.
The dad sucked, and now the kids are even worse. And it's not going to stop, man. I mean, what they did with that coach, and then, I mean, it was ridiculous. And then they get rid of the best receiver in the NFL, and you can't say fuck Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I know.
They got rid of the number one target.
Like, what the fuck was up with that?
Oh,
that was all Bill O'Brien, by the way.
Tony, I don't know if you know this about me. So I'm an Alabama alumni. You know, Bill O'Brien is now my offensive coordinator for Alabama.
Yeah, and that's where he belongs.
I feel sorry for you.
No, that's where he belongs as an assistant. You know, an assistant coach basically for a college team. He's not an NFL. He's not an NFL coach. Period.
You're right. He's not, but he still sucks.
No, he sucks. And the worst part is our ownership sucks even worse for giving him an extension after he beat the Bills last year barely.
I know. I'll never forget that. That was on one of the first.
I said it. Remember? I said that.
It's on the Tiz Talk podcast.
I said I wish we would have lost that game, and everyone y'all were like, nah, and I'm like, because they're gonna give Bill O'Brien the house, and they did.
Yeah, no, you were right, and I was wrong, and I have no shame in admitting that.
Because football is a different beast, man. Like basketball, man. Like these dudes rarely get hurt. They can fucking have long careers. NFL, man. Your window's small and it can be over any day, and so I don't blame Deshaun Watson. If JJ Watt leaves, good. I hope he does leave. I hope he goes somewhere where
I know he deserves to be on a better team. And Deshaun, I hope he stays. But if he leaves, I
hope they all leave. Fuck the Texans.
This is what I was telling the Tiz. And I'm taking a controversial stance on this. I do not like the player empowerment movement. I don't like it.
I don't either.
I'll stand behind it.
Elaborate a little bit on that for me, please.
He likes the days when players were treated like indentured servants. That's what he likes.
No. call it a qualified movement towards that.
Okay.
But no, I mean, here's the deal. If put yourself in I always think you got to look at both sides of the table. I understand why those guys are so angry. So now I don't want to say let's put ourselves in the McNair shoes because the McNairs suck. They're horrible. So let's make up like the Kraft family or whatever.
What?
No, because I don't want to pretend like I'm in the McNair family trying to make a decision because I think the McNair family is a bunch of fucking idiots.
No, I heard that. But you said let's turn it into a what?
Like they're the Kraft family.
Yeah, like the Kraft family or whatever.
Like the motherfucking cheese?
Yeah, they own the Patriots.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Rub and tug Robert Kraft, bro. I mean,
I was about to say the fucking hand job.
Well, I mean, Kraft is a very common name. How the fuck was I supposed to associate that with cheese?
Follow football, God damn it.
See, Robert Kraft, the hand job story made me like Robert Kraft a lot more because it shows you actually his football managing style because Robert Kraft was getting a rub and tug from just an average rub and tug place like you or any other man would go to. And why did he do that? Because he could get the same quality hand job for a good price, and that's what he gets. That's what he gets out of all of his players. He usually doesn't have all these big stars. He had Tom Brady, and then he makes the best out of everybody else, man. And that's what that rub and tug symbolized. Was he's looking for value all the time.
Value players. I know. You get a Julian Edelman or
better word. He's looking for talent.
He knows where to find talent for cheap.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I said talent over the, the only reason I say talent is because in the industry I'm in, they search for talent.
Yeah. And see, I think that I agree with you. Like, I'm not a big fan. What I don't like is what I hate is what's going on in the NBA where these players choose to play with each other. That's just pussy shit.
Oh, I fucking hate that.
And I agree with you. The player empowerment's not cool, but we're actually the what we showed was the opposite. I mean, we just shipped the receiver. Fuck, I'm drawing a damn blank.
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. We just shipped him out. That wasn't no player empowerment. That was just dumb management.
That was the dumbest move that Bill O'Brien ever did.
Well, so I'm gonna fill a little backstory. So DeAndre Hopkins actually had 2 years left on his contract. He does not have an agent. He was actually trying to negotiate to be the highest paid player in the NFL. I think financially, now just think about this from one angle. Financially, it might have actually been a good move.
No, you use those 2 years up. No, you use those 2 years up, and then you let them go. But you don't pick a running back from Arizona. A running back doesn't mean shit, man. Especially
when he hasn't even proven.
No, you're right. Well, Taylor, first off, you're wrong. He did prove himself. He just proved himself 2 years prior.
No, what he proved was
nothing to where DeAndre.
What he proved was, which has already been proved 10 times over, is that most running backs, 95% of great running backs, besides like your Derrick Henry or those one-offs, they're all a product of their offensive line. And even Derrick Henry is. If you've got a great offensive line, even an average running back can look stellar. We don't have that.
Dog, I went to Alabama. You could put a bad offensive line in front of Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's he's cut from a different planet.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just saying, like, everybody knows that about running backs in the NFL, and we go and pick one, and we don't have a good offensive line. What did he think that he was going to do? Nothing.
Right. If you don't have a good offensive line, which with the Texans really haven't ever really had,
even Derrick Henry wouldn't have had a stellar year playing for the damn Texans last year. It's the NFL, bro. Like, you just can't. There's no hole, you ain't gonna just make one. Now you can bust a half hole. You can make a lot happen, but he wouldn't have had anywhere near the year he had with the Titans. I'll tell you that.
Well, no, you're right. It's just every time I hear Derrick Henry, it's like, okay, well, I think Derrick Henry just makes holes because that guy, he's not from this planet.
I agree.
Right. He makes holes when he has the right protection.
Taylor, I don't think you're hearing me. Derrick Henry makes the holes. It doesn't matter what the protection is.
I mean,
I got to say that's not
in the second half. He wears the defense down to where the second half is probably going to have a decent fourth quarter no matter what. But for the Texans did not need to get rid of the best wide receiver in the NFL. I
agree. I agree. 10,000 fucking %.
And plus, it wasn't really a financial decision. It was Bill O'Brien had already talked shit about DeAndre Hopkins. He didn't like him because he called him a thug and all that shit. And from all accounts, DeAndre Hopkins, I mean, he's not. I'm not going to sit here and say he's like a fucking just the most polite guy. But he doesn't really come with much baggage. He's never caused really trouble or rifts with the team. So to talk all that shit about him and then ship him out, it seemed like it was more like, hey, we're going to take Bill O'Brien's side over our best player. And
Well, let's just put it this way. Let's
he's
just be
gone.
happy
But
that he's
again,
gone.
I fuck the Texans forever, man. I'm telling you, forever.
Well, I can't say forever. Hopefully, there'll be a turnaround one day.
Well,
but right now,
you know what
fuck
they're
'em
saying? So
forever.
Deshaun Watkins, or not Deshaun Watkins.
No, that's
You
why I always
drunk
fuck up.
fuck.
Their names are too similar, man. It always threw me
Well,
off.
so
Yeah, I do it too, but I know Cactus fucking Jack fuckhead. I know what he's saying. Yeah, listen. You guys know more about this than I do. I'm not going to get too deep into it. All I know is I think it was a bad trade.
yes, I agree.
And
I
it's
agree.
a terrible trade. And we should have kept him, and I think we might have done better this season.
I mean,
if
how
we would've
long?
just kept him.
Well,
Can you
shit.
have-
Hey, Tiz, we were 4-12. How much better can we do? 5-11, 6-10.
Andre was on the team, not when the deal.
Now,
6
Andre
and 10's
was a
not
fucking
horrible.
consultant, you fuck.
Okay. All right. Let's switch topics real quick, guys.
Yeah,
I mean-
I was to say.
Last thing I'm going to say about the Texans, okay? Last thing is, how long are we going to have a shitty ass secondary in a league where all that matters is passing? I mean, come on, man. This is not fucking 1999. This ain't even 2010. This is basically the same thing as how the NBA is all about 3-pointers nowadays. The
Yeah.
NFL is all about throwing the ball. So why the fuck are we spending we don't ever put any money in the secondary? It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen, man. It's just ridiculous.
Hey, Tiz, what's that lyric? It's I'm on that good cushion alcohol because I feel like that's what
I'm
the
on a good cushion alcohol.
that's what I feel like the
I got
Texans
some
ownership
down
is like.
bitches I can call. I don't whatever.
Yeah, but seriously, that's what I'm saying. Like, our management is so fucked up they can't even see it. Earl Thomas wanted to join the Texans this year. The Texans players even said, "No, we don't want him because Earl Thomas is so mean. We don't want a guy like that on our team." It's like, yeah, we don't want a guy that's won a Super Bowl before. Why? Because he's mean. That should tell you what it is about the Texans franchise. It's just pathetic.
Yeah, it is, man. I fuck the Texans. I'll never be a Texans fan ever again unless that family sells the team.
You can't say that unless things change in the next couple of years.
No, I won't support it. I won't support it.
You won't support it at all.
I'm just gonna stick to my Raiders and just ride that out.
Well, I'm gonna stick to my Rams.
Well, you know what? I got nothing but love for the Raiders with my Alabama guys on there. And as the Tiz is saying with the Rams, we jumped on the bandwagon with the Rams actually before their Super Bowl run. So
no, that was like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, no. So Tony, I'll shed some facts with you. So Sean McVay's brother was actually one of my running mates in college. So Ryan McVay.
Yeah.
So we'd used to always go get fucked up or whatever. And I got fucked up with Sean McVay a couple of times or whatever. I didn't even know he was just like, yeah, I'm a assistant coach for the Washington Redskins. I'm like, yeah, I'm a student at Alabama, whatever.
Oh, Tuo. Fucking the Ripper or whatever your fucking name is.
Jack the Ripper. Yeah, you know what?
Slim Ripper, Jack, Slim Shady, whatever you want to call yourself. He was actually attending school at Alabama when those tornadoes hit back in 2012.
April 17, 2011.
Let me ask you this. Are you from Alabama?
No,
no, hell no. And
Why the hell did you
no,
go there?
well,
because he
because
wanted to.
my bitch ass couldn't get into Texas.
Well, there's a lot of other places besides Alabama, but I mean, I hear you.
I mean,
Well, no, so
he chose
and
a
no,
good school because they were on fire with football, and
well, actually, no. So, to be real, in a different lifetime, I was really good at hitting people in football. And it was fun, but I've had a handful of concussions or whatever. I had preferred walk-on spots at Ole Miss and Alabama. We went to go look at both, and then it's like, okay, my brain can hold up or whatever. So it's like, okay, Alabama's legit. So there you go.
Okay.
well, they've been legit for like a decade.
Well, yeah, dog. I was there when it started.
Okay, don't get cocky with me, motherfucker.
Well, no, I am because nobody had a college experience like me. 3 national championships in an F5 tornado.
Pretty
Suck
good
it.
college experience. Yeah, you could suck it.
No. If you could stare an F5 tornado in the face 300 yards away, plus 3 national championships, we could talk.
I was more taking trips to the moon, but
Hey, whatever.
Hey man, hey, SBCE baby.
yeah,
What, the moon might have a tight ass roll to it as well. So I ain't hating on that.
yeah, exactly, man. It's all gravy, but
Oh, gravy, baby.
well, who y'all got, man? Which State Farm agent do y'all think is going to win the Super Bowl? Is it going to be Rodgers? Is it going to be Mahomes, or is one of them not going to make it?
No, it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be.
I got money on Rodgers.
No, well, wait, Tony, are you in Houston? I was just saying you should come get fucked up with us tomorrow.
No,
I'm in Knoxville.
I've known Tuo, aka Tony. His name is Tuo to go, bro. Because his nickname. I've known him, Tony or Tuo. I've known you since we were
Freshman year, high school. Yeah.
14. Yeah, he lives in Knoxville right now. He's in residential real estate.
Yeah.
And me and
it's on fire.
Little Slim Shady over here, or Slim fucking Reaper. Me and him used to work at the same firm together, and then I left and went to the other firm.
Yeah.
Well, no. So Tony Lau's say is like, I love the discount double check, but you can never, ever go against the empire of Tom Brady.
Oh, I think Brady's gonna take it to this year.
I don't think they can. I don't think that they can handle. Well, they do have a. It's hard to say, but I think it's going to be the Chiefs, man. As long as he gets to,
it'll be close.
I think it's gonna be a fun conference championships, and it's gonna be a fun Super Bowl. I will say that.
Yeah, I think it
ain't gonna be the Buffalo Bills. Sorry, Josh Allen, fucking.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him.
No, it's not going to be them. I mean, the NFL. I don't know. I think
it's called Any Given Sunday, and you know that.
I like Mahomes. I don't think he's the coolest guy around. Obviously, he's kind of a nerd, but I think that he's a good, wholesome face for the NFL, and I think he's got a chance to be. If anybody could take Brady down in the future as far as the greatest, I think Mahomes has the best chance of doing it because he's so young. He's already won one. He should have already made it to 2. But they fucked him out of that first one with that bullshit ass penalty on, they called him.
No, I remember.
Yeah, when
roughing the passer.
Yeah.
That was the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, that's called the white boy shuffle. You got to make sure you got to look out for your own.
Yeah, but I think Mahomes has got a good shot, man, of being winning a few, obviously. So. I think it's going to be past the torch time, man. You saw how Breeze went out.
Well, Breeze,
you know what? Fuck Drew Brees.
Yeah, fuck Drew Brees.
I'm actually going to second that. Some chick in our office is like, "Oh yeah, Drew Brees is so good." I'm like, "All right, bitch. Well, tell me this: Drew Brees and Tom Brady are the same age. Why does Drew Brees look like he's 70 and Tom Brady looks like he's younger than me?"
Well, we'll drop that now. Let's move on from sports.
Let's move on from sports.
I saw a cool article. Sorry, it's not a cool article. This is on BBC. COVID, more deadly UK variant claim played down by scientists. So I guess they're saying it's not as dangerous.
No, what it is it supposedly spreads easier. So they're saying it's going to kill more people, but it's not more deadly. So if any individual one person gets it, it's not as deadly. But if more people get it, then it's more deadly.
Well, yeah, right, because it's more contagious strand.
Yeah.
So what are y'all's thoughts on all this? Like, you know,
my thoughts are, who gives a shit at this point, man? It's been so.
I get where you're going. I'm not trying to cut you off, but like we've had COVID for almost a year now, right? And now we have this new variant. And my personal opinion is I don't see, even with the vaccines, I don't see this calming down for another at least 12 to 18 months.
I don't either. And the vaccine ain't going to do a damn thing by the time that people even get it, which is going to be a long time.
Well, no, they're already getting it. But...
Barely. They're giving it to old people.
What happened to 20 million?
My broker is 66, man. My broker is 66 years old, and he can't even get it.
Yeah,
do you want to get?
Wait, hold on. What happened to 20 million vaccines by January 1st?
I don't know, and who cares? It's not even going to matter in 6 more months. It won't work.
I agree. I mean, I agree.
Plus, who wants to take this crazy ass vaccine anyway?
Well, do you want to get a vaccine for something that don't work?
DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia, that motherfucker got on Instagram and he's like, have y'all seen these motherfuckers? You know, they're out there taking these vaccines and they take it and all of a sudden they're just like passing out. Like, I started laughing so hard.
That's
dog,
awesome.
Dog, they're probably sipping that purple drink or something like that.
Well, you know DJ Paul is, but... But I'm just saying he had a point. And they're like, are you guys seeing this shit? Like, you know, they're taking these vaccines, they're passing out. Like,
dude, there's been a bunch of people they gave the first shot to, and then they couldn't even get the second shot to them. So it was absolutely pointless to take the first shot. It's like, it's a joke, man.
Let me just put it this way. I ain't taking no fucking vaccine. I'll probably be one of the last ones if I even take it.
We live in the nicest. We live in the nicest third world country in the world. I mean, that's what we live in. And
yeah, it's true.
I don't care what anybody says, because third world, it's not as much about infrastructure and money as
it's about the value of our dollar.
Well, and it's also about just the political sanity and education of people. And people in this country are
There's no Democrats and fucking Republicans anymore. This is Crips and Blood, son.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, yeah, you know what Eazy-E said, cruising down the street in my 6 foe.
Yeah, he did say that.
Wait, yeah, but finish your statement.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
fuck all the politics bullshit.
But finish the statement.
That's what he's saying. He's just saying, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, all right. I misunderstood. Fuck.
Yeah, it is. That's why I say, fuck the bullshit. Cruising down the street in my 6 foe.
Yeah, I mean,
jocking the bitches, slapping the hoes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all you can do at this point, man. I mean, it's just people have lost their minds, and it ain't going back anytime soon. We can't even give a vaccine out. We're spending money like water. You better,
Hey, fucking Slim Shady, Slim Reaper, whatever. Are you pouring something?
No, I was just trying to brush some bullshit out.
Don't lie to me. I can hear it.
I think it was gin and juice, Slade.
Nah.
Sipping on gin and juice.
No, it's that Shinobi malt whiskey, Japanese whiskey.
Oh yeah, a lot of people like that shit. A lot of people like that.
Japanese. I bought Slim Shady's, aka Slim fucking Reaper, his like a $100 bottle of Japanese Gray's, excuse me, Japanese grain whiskey. Was that your
Nice.
birthday in 2019?
Yo.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, nothing. I'm just I'm getting my mic plugged in. I'm about to get back on my tunes over here in a minute.
All right. Let's cover like 2 more things and then we'll get out.
All right.
So Too Woke.
Yeah.
Stock market.
It's going to keep raging. It'll hit 40K by the end of the year.
What will hit 40K?
The Dow Jones Industrial Average.
I don't doubt that because it continues to go up. But who gives a fuck about the DGA?
Well, the S&P 500 will continue. Well, here's what's going to happen is, I mean, there's going to be another stimulus. This run is less based on, real data and more to do on speculation and bullshit.
Hey, Slim Shady, what the fuck are you doing?
Nothing. I'm grabbing chips, dog.
Oh, it's really loud.
Look, the market is going to get even more overinflated. Housing prices are going to continue to skyrocket, and they're not going to come down, people. So if you're waiting for the housing market to come down before you buy, don't do that. Don't be stupid. Material costs are not. They may come down a hair, but not really. Things are going to be more expensive than ever to build a house, and
well, yeah, because the dollar's inflated, and that means the value of it's lower.
And your supply and demand created all these material shortages with Corona. And you think these manufacturers are going to bring the price down anytime soon? No, they're going to keep them artificially inflated for at least the next year and a half.
So is that a momentum to shift into Bitcoin?
No, Bitcoin's a joke too, I think. I mean, the banks are the ones that own Bitcoin. So all these people who think Bitcoin is like this different thing.
Well, not just the banks. I mean, ARK Invest owns a shitload of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's institutional investors probably own the fucking majority of fucking Bitcoin at this point. So the higher it goes, the more they make. Individuals will make it, but slowly all that will trickle into the hands of big banks and fucking large institutional investors. So Bitcoin is not the answer.
Well, that's why I have gold, but
I just think that that Bitcoin, I'm not saying it's not like a real thing that's going to last and continue to rise, but
it is because so many institutions have bought into it now.
Exactly. Anybody guaranteeing that it's going to hit 100 or 200K is completely speculative. They don't even know why it's at 40K right now. They have no idea what that even means. Market cap wise, it's just a bunch of fucking idiots jerking each other off in a dark room.
Well, that's why they say big bank take little bank.
Exactly. And
oh my God, Jesus. Real quick, I just want to ask you guys a question. So yesterday, how many deaths from Corona, and I don't know how skewed this is, new deaths yesterday?
6,000.
In the United States.
6,000.
No, it was 3,400.
Okay.
How many new cases? Now, I know there's more testing, but how many new cases do you think were yesterday?
400.
No, so if they had 3,500 deaths, I would guess that would mean that we had like, I don't know, like 30,000?
173,000 new cases.
173? Damn.
In the U.S. just yesterday. How many total deaths across the world do we have from Corona?
You said 3,500 here. I'd guess like 20,000.
2.128 million.
Damn.
In the world.
Just yesterday?
No. Total.
Oh, I was like, damn. How much yesterday?
Yesterday, the amount of deaths across the world.
Like 20,000, 30,000.
Give me 2 seconds. It was
Guess
it was
23.
Hold on. It was oh shit. Well, it's okay. Let's just put it this way. Yesterday we reached 2.128 million total deaths. I don't know, and then in the world that was
Well, they don't know either, you know.
Well, I know it's skewed. It's so yesterday technically we lost about 13, almost 14,000 people.
Mondays and Tuesdays they always have the highest numbers because nobody knows on the weekend, and then they add them all up and rack it up on Monday.
Right, and a lot of it's skewed. But what this is saying we almost lost 14,000 worldwide yesterday, and our total death count across the world is 2.128 million.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever.
I mean, that's flu numbers.
I think it's more than flu numbers, but
No, it's not. I looked it up. I mean, it's pretty damn close.
I thought the flu killed like a few 100,000 a year.
You got to realize we're still in January.
Well, yeah, but I thought you were just saying overall the whole time Corona's been around. I thought you were naming off those deaths.
Oh no, I am. I mean, I'd have to do some research.
The flu's way down this year. The flu is like way down.
I think it's associated with. I think the thing is people die from the flu when they get COVID symptoms because their immune system is fucked.
Sure. Well, then the other thing is the flu always comes from Asia, and we've had less travel, and so less flu got here, and then people are wearing masks, which helps prevent the flu, and blah blah blah. So.
Yes.
I've been, at first my broker, he always wants to go out and eat and shit. And like, I don't know. It's been,
if I go out, I sit outside and or I pick up and go home.
It's too cold here to do that.
Well, it's not cold here at the moment, but it's been cold.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I just try to do takeout. I do too, but like I've eaten out a lot, and I don't know. I'm just at this point, man. It's just like run it,
son, run it.
And I know that sounds ignorant and shit, but it's just like, this shit ain't gonna stop for another year.
Oh, it's gonna probably be more than that.
Hey, big bank, take a little bank.
All right, well, we can end this soon, but I want to ask you a question. The music scene, hip hop scene, all that stuff, because I know that at least me and you two are okay. What do you think about Eminem's new album?
I haven't heard it. I heard a song on the radio today, and I thought it was kind of shitty. What was it? It was It was
Godzilla, Nat.
No, maybe it wasn't new shit. I don't know. Fuck, it was kind of shitty, man.
Well, you heard that one that I did, and I wrapped it.
That was tight. That was tight.
Yeah. He's come back. The highest album he ever grossed was the first Slim Shady LP in '98. And now his Music to Be Murdered By Side B, the one that just came out, surpassed it.
Yeah. Hey.
Yep.
Hey. She can't hear me. I was about to ask because we were in the car. I got the satellite radio, and it was some song playing, and I was like, my wife Emily, she like saw it was Eminem, and she's like, oh, she just switched it. And I was like, hey, Eminem's been kind of going off lately. Let me hear. And then
it might not have been the best song.
And then sure enough, it sucked. And I was like, oh, damn it. Like, it wasn't one of the good ones, I guess. But Nat goes off. Nat's real tight.
Nat goes off. Godzilla goes off. And that one with Kid Cudi really goes off.
Yeah, so he's been showing, some showing out. But Eminem hasn't made, like, solo shit in a long time.
Well, he's a lyricist.
I like lyrics, though. Mostly what I listen to is lyrics. But it's, it's like, it's still got a bump. It's still got a, like,
well, those beats are sick.
It's like this, man. It's like I don't listen to Tchaikovsky, right? Because I like music, but I don't just want to hear a dude that's just like the best at the piano because it doesn't jam to me. It doesn't have that like I like imperfection in my music. You know what I mean? Like I like the human, side of the music. I like the gritty.
Well, I know what you like, but I gotta give respect and all.
Oh, of course.
To M's new thing. What he's doing. He's 54 years old, and he's just.
Well, let's be real. 50. You should keep getting better at being a lyricist, but
he is.
He's going off. I'm not hating on Eminem. I'm just saying that I'd rather hear him on features than on his own CD. That's all I'm saying.
I can understand that. I can agree with that. But you can't take away from the fact that he's a 54-year-old man that has and look, people argue he's not a rapper. He's not
He's a rapper.
Well, but a lot of people disagree with that. They say
they're idiots.
They say he's a lyricist. And I understand he is a lyricist.
But there's no difference.
Well,
a lyricist is a type of rapper. You know what I mean?
I understand, but a lot of other rappers don't see it that way. Like Snoop Dogg has been getting in a lot of beef with him.
Yeah, but Snoop Dogg is like, Snoop, man, I love Snoop. He's probably the biggest thing ever in rap. He's bigger than anybody else ever in rap.
Oh, of course.
He's synonymous with rap. You know what I mean? Like, anybody knows who Snoop
At this
Dogg
point,
is.
Eminem is, and he had a 10-year kind of fall off. But when he came back with Music to Be Murdered By, Side B, the newest one, I mean, it was. I mean, I don't get impressed by music that often, and I kind of wrote Eminem off. But my lord, I mean,
yeah,
he's killing it. I mean,
no, he does.
I mean, the things that he says and how fast he says them, and they all make sense. I'm like, holy shit.
No, he goes off, man. He does. And I'll have to, to be honest, man, I shouldn't even be saying shit because I haven't heard the whole CD. So I just heard
the whole CD is okay, but it's like 4 or 5 out of 4 or 5, 6 songs.
Well, these days that's all you can ask for, man. I mean,
when you have a 30, song double disc album, I mean, if you can have 6 on there, shit, you're good.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. He probably shouldn't have come out with 30 fucking songs. What it sounds
no. He came out with just 15 on the first one in March, and then he created Side B.
Okay. I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out. Just the one song I heard today, and I wish I could think of the name of it because it sounds stupid just saying the song sucks and I don't know the name.
Listen to Godzilla. Listen to the Adventures of Moon Man and Slim.
Yeah, I like that Kid Cudi song. That was cool.
Oh man! By the way, guys, Tiz fam, Kid Cudi is back. He is that was the best rap and lyrics I've ever heard him put out since he did that one song he did back like 10 years ago, the soundtrack to my life. No, not the song.
I'll tell you what I'm about to jam out on, okay? And I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I love Madlib, man. He's one of the best producers of all time, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
because he just doesn't give a fuck. He just makes what he likes, and he doesn't give a shit.
Don't forget about DJ Premier. He's the man.
No, but what I was going to say to that is, and I don't know much about Freddie Gibbs. I have not listened to much of his music, but Freddie Gibbs' Bandana album, I didn't realize it was all produced by Madlib. So I'm going to check that shit out and see what I think about Freddie Gibbs. Because if Freddie Gibbs, goes, I mean, he should go off on a Madlib produced album, but I'm hoping that he really goes off so I can say, hey, this is a new CD that's like a fucking classic. But again, I don't know. It could suck. I don't know. Maybe it sucks, but
I get it. I get it. Just listen and open your mind, and if you don't like it, like it.
I'm just gonna listen to it open-minded because I'm hoping these beats are just like the shit I love from Madlib, and I think they will be. So,
yeah, for sure. Well, guys, let's cut it. Real quick. Let's just all give her a little peace out. I can start, or does somebody else want to?
Let it rip, man.
Well, all right. Well, Tiz fam, it's been a while, and I'm glad that we got another show, and I'm glad T-Woke joined. And I got Billy the Kid, aka Slim Shady, aka Slim Reaper, whatever. But what I gotta say is I'm gonna go with a couple of my usuals, which I'm getting kind of sick of. The Tiz doesn't ask why. The Tiz asks why not.
Let's ask our boy over here. Man, your name is like a fucking weatherman. You went into the wrong business, man. You should have been a weatherman, Jack. But I mean, does he have any? I think he passed out, so we'll just keep rolling.
Jack.
I heard him snoring.
Yes, Jack.
No, he's snoring. Don't worry about him. He's having a good time.
I already woke up that one time.
Now just let him roll. It's better this way.
I think you drank too much. I just want to hear his inputs. But you know what, Two Oak? You know me. You've seen me. I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
And,
Dang.
and fuck the haters.
Yeah.
Actually, I love the haters. You know why? Because that means they're jealous.
Oh hell yeah, man. All I'm doing, man, I got a new hobby, bro. I'm loving these. I'm a loop digger right now. I'm just looking for loops.
You know me. I'm a loop fucking fanatic.
And I'm about to get these little turntable. I'm about to get it going on, and I don't give a fuck about anybody. I'm not even gonna put my shit out on YouTube. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it, man. It's a good hobby.
Pass it to me, and obviously I'll
it's infinite.
I want to bounce it off each other. Let's make a dynasty.
It's just for fun. It's a hobby. I just want to hear what I want to hear, and
exactly.
And I can't hear what I want to hear, so I'm gonna have to make what I want to hear. You know what I mean? And
that's the beauty of being a music production.
It is, man. And like, it's like until you get into this sample shit, you don't realize like how deep it goes. Like it's easy to find sounds, but it's hard to like master the shit and like put the right chops, and like people don't understand that you're still making fucking music, man. Like,
well, that's the thing too, is like people think just making music and being a producer is one thing, but that's a producer. I mean, as an engineer, someone who knows how to actually master the sounds, like, and I personally, I feel like I've gotten very good at that. And
yeah, you have, man. You really have. And there's so much more room to grow. It's like,
I mean, you know what I do for a living and everything, but my ultimate goal is to sit back, fucking make great music, make money on the side doing certain different other things, but not me. Well, yeah, no, I'm not gonna put myself on a lower level. I want to be the king of musical engineering and producing. And honestly, you've heard some of not my raps, but how I can rap or spit lyrics very fastly if I practice enough. And I have the ability to do so.
Oh yeah, definitely. But even more beyond that, just the music quality. Yeah, you're good at making beats from scratch, and that's tricky as well. And
that's 12 years in the making, and it just takes time.
Yeah, and see, I'm new to this game, but I don't have any aspirations with this except for that I want to get to the point where I can produce the sounds that I want to hear. And right now I can't. Like right now I'm getting decent at finding some loops, but I'm not like I want to hear different sounds, and I know what I want to hear, but I can't do it yet. And so that's all my goal is just to be able to play what I want to hear. And
it's effort, man. I'm always here to point you in the right direction, the things that I've learned. So
I'm just about to get deep on it, man. Like it's because like I'm getting my equipment game up, and I'm just got to get better at these cuts on the beat pad, and just it's all about the right cuts. And right now I haven't even able to make a track with the right cuts. I've just been able to do loops, maybe throw a little drum on top of it, but I'm trying to get.
Me and you could talk privately, but you're so far for how long you've been doing it. You're ahead of the game more than I was when I first started.
Nice. I appreciate that, man. But my point, I guess my sign off is everybody go find a hobby that you enjoy doing that just helps your creativity. And you don't have to worry about it. Nobody else even has to hear it or see it. Just do it for yourself. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Like, because this opened up a whole new world to me, and I'm enjoying it, man. I spend hours on this shit at night, and
I remember when I told you about it, and you were like, "Oh shit!"
I got it, and then it was during Rona, and I liked it, but it didn't quite like register with me in the beginning where I was spending like a lot of time doing it, and then all of a sudden,
do it.
All of a sudden, about 3 weeks ago, it just really started. When I got back in town after Christmas, I just started really hitting I just started hitting it, man, and it's a lot of fun, man. I'm having a good time, but it doesn't have to be music. It can be art, paint, run. I don't care what it is, but find yourself a hobby and go out there and enjoy it, immerse yourself, and I think you'll have more fun in life and do better at your professional work as well.
Exactly. And I don't want to put myself on a high horse, but I think when you came to my spot and you saw what I was doing, you were like, "Oh shit, Tiz is doing some things. I gotta do it."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your production game's tight, man. And see, I see how you make it, and you got a different sound from me, but I see like you put together what you do pretty easily, quickly. And I want to get to that point with my chops and my breaks and my cuts,
Oh,
and
you
I just
know,
want to have fun on these fucking pads with the right cuts and the right sounds, and I think I'm on my way. It's gonna take a while, but I think by the end of the year, I'll be cutting some shit pretty good, man. Like,
gotta start from somewhere. And guess what? It took me a decade to get to where I'm at.
yeah, see, and if I continue at the pace I'm at right now, like working on this shit, the only thing is I can't get into a comfort zone where I like kind of find like a half-ass sound that I like. I got to just keep pushing it, keep pushing it, keep pushing it until I'm making shit like, and I don't want to be the next Jay Dill or Madlib. I don't want to make those be. I mean, I love those guys' sounds and they like a lot of the same music I like. So, but I want to make my own shit. You know what I mean? And I don't care if it blows up. I don't care if anybody ever fucking raps on it. I just want to hear it for myself. You know what I
You
mean?
got to be original. I mean, that's how it is.
Exactly. And if I can play my own shit and bob my own head to my own shit, that's good enough for me, man. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, it's good enough for me too, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's Tizza on the tracks.
Exactly, man. The Tizarector. And
Oh man. Well, I'll end it on this real quick. Tiz fan, one more time. Just listen. We went off on so much stuff. This has been a very hard time for everybody mentally, with the whole pandemic. And
I enjoyed it.
well, I mean, I enjoyed it, but you are not alone. Like people who are struggling with
No,
this,
I feel I have empathy for folks that are struggling out there. People who've lost loved ones, that sucks.
loved ones are depressed, or it's hard, and you are not alone. I mean, if you guys don't think that Chuck Tiz is going through some states of depression, whether it was 2 years ago or right now, I am, but I still keep a smile on my face because I know at the end of the day, if I keep doing what I need to be doing, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. And so I'll end it with this. The Tiz, sorry, I already said that one. Fly fast, eat ass. Okay. I'm going to steal that from Stiz with his lowercase s.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I'll end it with is holler at the Tiz for honor, to getting honor, to staying honor. And if you can't come in her, come on her.
And I just want to say one thing
Oh,
about
God.
what you were talking about, depression and things like that. A mind state is something that you've trained yourself. It's a way of thinking. It's a way. It's a discipline, And so I don't really get down much too often because from a young age, I was lucky. From a young age, I just had a certain outlook. And I didn't realize I was practicing that outlook. But now the more people I talk to and the more experiences I have, I see that what I was doing was inadvertently training my mind to think a certain way. I didn't know I was doing it at the time. But my point is that anytime I've even found myself, dipping at all in life, I can always revert back to that. And so what I hope for people that are in a dark time or a real low spot or find themselves crashing maybe, to just start with something that you can think about, and it can be so abstract. The way we think about the world is so it's based on what we're experiencing at that exact moment. And I think most people try to think more abstract about the whole universe, about the whole world, about the insignificance of everything we're doing and how it's not really important, and how the only thing you should really be doing then is enjoying yourself while we're here on this ride, because there's nothing more to it, man. The meaning of life is that there isn't one. The meaning of life is that we're just here to experience and live it the way that we choose to. So make the right choices in your mind frame and your thought process, and try to kill your ego and try to just think about life in a more general way that's not so worried about how you've been wronged or how things haven't gone your way or whatever it is, man. Money, love, whatever, just think about life. We're just on a spinning fucking ball going 90,000 miles through space, heated by a fucking sun that's 93 million miles away. You know what I mean? So when you think about life like that, it's hard to get caught up on the bullshit.
And that is so true. And I appreciate you saying that too, Oak. And the funny thing is, I got to say, because you said something, it's like, you know what, fam? Tis fam. Get your mind correct. And when you get your mind correct, keep your mind correct. Because that's the hardest part. It's the hardest fucking part.
Yeah.
Keeping your mind correct. Okay. And at the end of the day, you only live once. So make the most out of it.
Yeah.
And with that being said, let me just say this. Me and Two Oak have known each other for what, 20, 15 years? I don't know.
Yeah, long time. Almost 20 years.
But we become closer in the past 12 months than we did when we were in the same city.
That's true.
And you know what that comes from? It's from like-minded people thinking alike and bouncing ideas off each other and trying to make each other better people.
Yeah.
You gotta have a support system. And Two Oak is one of my biggest support systems right now. And Two Oak, I'm just saying that because it's true.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And yeah, anytime you need anything, man, you can always call me. And
well, you know I do.
And vice versa. I know I can hit you up. And it's just ain't no time for bullshit. Haters, man, that shit is so fucking.
Well, you know what? I kind of like the haters. Let them hate.
Yeah, but you don't have to. I don't hear them out.
Don't make the haters hate you, but let them hate on you and just smile and move on because they're just jealous.
I don't even hear gossip, man. I don't. I never partake. Gossip is the cheapest form of communication, and the people that do that shit, man, they're haters. Trust me. So.
Yeah.
Anybody out there, anytime you're getting around somebody, they start talking about everybody else, understand that the minute you leave, man, they're talking about you too.
And you know what? Who gives a shit? As long as you're doing your thing, then fuck them.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Two Oak, I appreciate you being on the show again as basically my co-host. I don't know what happened to Mr. fucking Slim Shady, aka Slim Reaper. He's asleep. He can't say his goodbye, but this has been a great show. I'll think of a name. I'll post it tomorrow.
I think we need to do another show soon, and I think it needs to be very general and abstract, like we were just talking about. Let's get out of the Earth's atmosphere. Let's get heady. Let's see where our minds unravel.
So you're trying to get a ride on Virgin Galactic? Is that what you're saying?
I don't, I think I'd probably rather get on a SpaceX flight than a Virgin one, but I hope
because the other one failed.
I hope that Virgin does.
I lost so much money on that stock play. Oh my god!
I mean, I'm in on it, but I'm not. I don't.
No,
I don't actually believe in the business plan. But
you gotta buy and then sell the news.
But I'm riding the wave.
Yeah, no, I'm in it too. I get it. Well, listen, man, thanks for being on the show. You have a good night, and of course, I'll probably be talking to you tomorrow, possibly later tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, much love, man. Work on that drum pattern for me, and listen to that Jay Dilla beat, man. That Life. It's such a simple drum.
I just saw you send it to me, so I'm gonna listen to that, and I'm gonna get creative. I'm gonna smoke some ganj and get creative,
All right, man. I think I'm about to start buying some instruments and all kind of shit down here, man. I got a whole studio, and I just need to fill it up with music, man.
Hey, man. I'm overdue for a trip to come out there. So.
All right, man. Peace out.
All right, I'll talk to you later, Two Oak, and fucking goddamn it, Jack the Ripper or fucking Slim Ripper or Slim Shady, you snoring piece of shit. You're gonna laugh at this tomorrow, but We are out. Tiz Talk is out. And, we'll come up with a cool name and we'll do this again. I'm glad we did the show. Everybody have a good night. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Later.
See ya.